Let me buy everything you've ever wanted. Let me give you your dreams. Let me buy my way into your heart, please. Actually, don't do that. That really is not going to work. That is what is called simping. And in this video, we're getting into the 7 ways that are most commonly used by guys who simp with their women, why it's bad, and how to stop doing it. Before we get into those, though, I'm excited to announce a new program I have. I'm offering coaching one-on-one for you for your relationship issues. And it's not because I've got it all figured out, and it's not because I'm perfect, but I have learned a lot through the relationships that I have had, and I've got a lot of knowledge and wisdom that I can pass on to you. So there's 2 different options. One is a live call with me, a 30-minute call, or it could be over Zoom. Either way, totally fine. The other option is you send me your problem. I custom record an answer video and send it back to you within a couple of days. That option is slightly cheaper because it's not tying up my time at a specific time. But either way, the links are down below in the description if you want to take advantage of it. I'm also going to put a card right up here on the screen that you can click for more information. But first, let's define simping. A simp is basically a guy who puts a woman on a pedestal. He views her as superior, and he's doing whatever it takes to try and earn her love. That could be compliments, frequent compliments. That could be buying her gifts when he's not her boyfriend. That could be doing extraordinary things for her, taking her on lavish trips and things like that. Basically, he's trying to buy his way into her heart. And ultimately, it's because he doesn't feel worthy. He has low self-esteem. Maybe he's a little codependent, and he just doesn't know what to do to earn her love. And he's trying all of these things, which are, of course, the wrong way to go about it. What are the 7 most common ways that guys simp? As I mentioned, buying her gifts or flowers when he's not her boyfriend. Those things are great when you are her boyfriend. Don't do those things in the early stages of dating or before you've even had a date. That just makes you look a little needy and pathetic. Gifts and flowers are for when you are her boyfriend. Next is liking every single social post that she makes. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I don't care what it is. You're liking every single one. You're stalking her social every single day. You're commenting, oh my God, you look amazing, or your little fire emoji if she's in a sexy picture or whatever. You're commenting on every single thing, and you're complimenting every single aspect of her, usually physical aspects. Changing your opinion to match hers. I'm going to give a quick analogy. Let's say you're actually chatting with her and she says, oh, what color's your car? I love red cars. And your car is blue and you love blue. Go figure. But you say, well, my car is blue, but I like you. I really love a red car. I just don't have one yet. And that's not really true. You are changing your opinion to match hers in the hopes that it ingratiates you to her. But guess what? It makes you look kind of spineless and like you don't really have a definite set of opinions. And you should. Women are attracted to masculine, strong guys most of the time. And it is not masculine if you're constantly changing your opinion to match hers. Giving multiple compliments in every single conversation you have with her. And usually I'm talking about physical compliments. Oh my God, you look amazing. Oh my God, you're so attractive, that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not talking about other kinds of compliments on other attributes of her, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later in the video. Sending multiple texts before she's had a chance to respond to the first one that you sent. Occasionally, there are reasons why you might send more than one if you're trying to clarify something you said in the first text, or maybe there was a typo and you just want to make sure it's spelled correctly. I'm not talking about that. But if she sends you a text, a simple text, and then you're sending back like 3 or 4 like novel-length replies, that just makes you look bad. Being her shoulder to cry on when she's having a rough time with somebody else that she's romantically into. That is not good. You are clearly in the friend zone if you're in that role. It is not your job, if you have a romantic interest in her, to be her therapist or her mommy or her daddy. Occasionally listening to stuff like that is one thing. But if she's romantically involved with somebody else, you shouldn't be talking with her anyway. She's not available. And unless she's expressed interest in you and actively planning to leave that guy, you shouldn't be engaging with conversation with her anyway. But don't be her, as Coach Corey Wayne says, her emotional tampon. Don't beg. Don't plead. If she says no, or her actions clearly indicate that she's not interested in going out with you, don't keep pursuing. Don't try and logically talk her into it. Women are very emotional creatures. They respond to how they feel in the moment. And guess what? Just like the weather, here in Texas, her emotions can change on a dime. But if she says no, you've got to walk away and never reach out again, and then wait to see if she reaches out. And if she does, assume she wants to see you and set up a time to get together. But don't beg or plead. That just makes you look needy and pathetic, and that is not going to raise her attraction level for you. And if it wasn't even high enough to begin with for her to want to go out with you, it's certainly not going to make her attraction level go up. So how do you stop simping? Don't have every interaction include compliments. Talk about other things, not just her. And honestly, you should be asking questions more than making statements or talking ad nauseum. Asking high quality questions gets her talking about things that interest her, and then you can repeat back a few things that she's saying so that she really feels like you hear her and understand her and get her. Compliment her personality, not her physical attributes. Most of the time, it's okay to say, "Oh man, that new dress you just got looks amazing," or "I love that new hair color on you." Things like that are okay, but every compliment you make should not be just about her physical appearance. Sometimes tease her a little bit, playfully poke fun at her, not in a mean-spirited way, but, kind of like a bratty kid sister kind of way. That just sort of, shows that you're lighthearted, you're fun, and that you're not idolizing her. Don't change your opinion to match hers, like I just talked about in the previous section. Have an opinion about the things that you're talking about. It's okay if your opinion is different from hers. Totally fine. And if she doesn't want to be with you because your opinion is different, then you weren't meant to be together anyway. Let her do most of the conversation initiation. When you first ask a woman out, of course, you will be doing most of the initiation. But after you've gone out for a couple of dates, she should be starting to blow up your phone slowly but surely. So make sure that you're not continuing to do most of the conversation initiation. That clearly is a sign of low interest on her part if she's not doing much of that. And the best way to get her attention is to pull yours back. Match and mirror both of her response time to texts as well as the length of text. So if you text her something and she takes an hour to reply, you should probably take a long time to reply back. If her reply is just like one sentence, don't send her a novel. Match and mirror how long it takes her to reply and the average length of her replies. Understand that I know you love this woman. You've mapped out your future together. You'll be heartbroken if you can't have her. I get that. I've been there. But she's not the only one that could work for you. And you need to understand that. You need to have that mindset. Doesn't mean you're not going to miss her. Doesn't mean your heart's not going to ache if you don't get to be in a relationship with her. This is especially true if you had been in a relationship and got dumped. I get it. I've been there. I'm dealing with that right now. But she's not the only one that could be for you, and you can't lose sight of that. Don't make yourself available every single time she asks to get together. It's okay if you occasionally say no, or, hey, I've already got plans on that day at that time. Can we do this instead? And just a little bit of that is okay. Don't say no every single time, but don't say yes every single time either. The early stages of dating can be really problematic. Your job as the guy is to date multiple women and really kind of vet the process, vet these women to see if they are a good fit for you. And some will be and some won't be, and some you won't be able to tell right at first. But there are some crucial red flags you want to be on the lookout for. And if you don't know what those are, I want you to watch this video on my channel right up here, right now, where I walk you through the worst red flags in dating that you could possibly find and how to be on the lookout for them and how to avoid them.